This is Daniel with Casual Dude Reviews. Hope you're all doing well. This is part two of our swag review. So, if you already watched the first part we did some Rolex swag, and today we're going to talk about some of my Omega swag. So, we're going to go through this together. If you haven't watched the Rolex video yet, go check it out. I'd love to know who you think does the swag better, the gifts with purchase, things like that. With Rolex, I've always had to ask, hey, do you have any cool gifts with purchase, anything like that? And they've always been pretty cool about it for the most part. I want to say most of the watches that I purchased with Rolex, I didn't get anything, whether I asked or not. Omega's always been pretty generous, especially when I bought my my Speedmaster rather. But yeah, we're gonna go over some of the stuff that I got from Omega. I'd love to know what you think about it. If you've got anything cool over the years, as I mentioned in the last video, I'm pretty new to collecting watches, only for a few years now, but I know a lot of you have been collecting watches for decades. And so if you've received anything cool over the years, tell me in the comments what the coolest kind of gift with purchase that you've received. And I'd love to hear about it. This stuff always interests me, as a lot of us are not just watch enthusiasts, but we're collectors as well. And if you're a collector of watches, you probably have that in you to want to collect, all the other stuff from the brands that you enjoy. So I try not to clutter it too much with stuff that I won't use, but let's go ahead and walk through some of this, and I'm going to show you something really cool with that Speedmaster hat. I've only seen a few people have this, and we'll talk about that towards the end here after we get through some of this, but let's walk through it. Let's do some openings, some unboxings, and again, I'd love for this to be conversational, so let me know some of the cool items that you've got. I am going to start with this one. This one is not particularly utilized as swag, but I did receive this from one of my boutiques. And so this anybody can really obtain when they buy a band or a bracelet on the Omega site, but sometimes they'll have these in store and you can request them. So this is a pretty nice hard case. It's not a hard plastic or anything, but it's hard enough to protect your watches. But these are things, as I mentioned, you'll get one for free if you order like a NATO strap or a bracelet from the Omega site. But if your boutique has one, they're pretty cool to take home. And, that's kind of one of the nice things about ordering the bracelets and the NATOs on the website, is that you do get this and you do get the option for a spring bar tool for $10 extra. But I don't know if they'll make you, make a purchase to get this in the store or something you can ask for, but they do give it away for free on the website. And when you do buy a strap or a bracelet in store, you do not get one of these. So this is a zip-up case, really nice. Like I said, a hard case. It reminds me of something that you use to protect like a video game system, like a Nintendo Switch. It's kind of got that same feel for it. And then we'll go ahead and zip this up. You got Omega branded zipper here. And I do have my bracelets in here already, but you do have this kind of felt insert, which you can use to protect your watches, your bracelet, or whatever it is. And then, as you can see here, I've got not only my bracelet in here, there's kind of an indent in here. You can take these soft parts out. And then it has a little capsule for the spring bars. Sometimes if you order a bracelet, they will send you an extra set of spring bars in here. I have a couple of the ends here, the bracelet ends, and then again, the insert. So everything kind of fits into play. Again, you can take those out, and it's got these kind of, this netting here. This is where the spring bar tool actually goes. So it comes in a tube, and the spring bar removal tool will be in that tube, and that would sit right in here so it can close nicely. But this is a pretty cool piece. You could use this as a travel case. It's soft enough inside. It does come with this, insert here that you can use to kind of prevent the watch from getting scratched up. And then that fits right in here, and you zip it up. Ready to go. I do keep my extra straps. I have a couple of these from the NATOs that I ordered online, but I do keep my straps and bracelets in here. It's just a nice way to organize everything. So not official swag. This is something, like I said, is more of an accessory that you'll get when you order a bracelet or a NATO on the website, but sometimes they are available at an AD, and sometimes you can request one, either when buying a watch or if you're, close with your associate at the boutique. So let's go ahead and put that aside. I think the next one here, pretty cool. I was gifted this actually. I had purchased a 6 watch box from the Omega boutique not too long ago, and the manager came out and said, it was around the time of my birthday, and when he was taking my information down, he noticed that, and he gave me one of these cool travel cases. And so what's cool is that these do come with watches now. So when you get the standard watch box, you will get one of these as well. And so these actually sit under the top of the newer watch boxes, the one with the matte finish. And so they usually kind of sit in the box like that, and then the watch will be presented here. And if you open the top flap, then you'll have a travel case for your watches that comes with the new watch boxes that Omega has. So if you're buying a Speedmaster, Speedmaster's been doing it for a long time, but those are usually branded for Speedmaster, then you will receive one of these. But I got this, you know, without a watch purchase, and it's come in handy. This is a nice hard box. So, you know, some of the other travel cases that you get or little watch boxes that you get are soft cases. This is a nice hard case, and I do believe they do services with these as well. So if you service your watch, it will probably come back in one of these. So just kind of another cool little Omega item that we got here. Moving on, let's see what we should talk about. We'll go ahead and do this one. This is an Omega pen. If you watch my last video, you'll notice that I did get a Rolex pen as well. I don't typically use pens like this. I like to use very fine tip pens, but these are just very nice, just so classy. So I think this is a, twist to open. It's got a nice white finish to it with the red Omega logo. Very nice. The Rolex one was pretty cool as well. I think I actually prefer this. It's got a nice hefty weight to it, and it's very clean looking. What was cool about the Rolex one, if you watch the video or if you haven't yet, go check it out. It did have a Rolex crown on the back, so it looked just like a watch crown with the crown logo on it. And so that was pretty neat, but I do think I prefer this pen actually to the Rolex one that I received from the Rolex AB. So that's pretty neat. Omega pen. This is one that my representative had, I had bought, it was when I bought the Snoopy. She said, oh, let me get you something for your wife. And so she got me this compact mirror. As you can imagine, my wife, I didn't give it to her, but it's still pretty neat. This thing's pretty heavy, it's metal, and it's got, I mean, this is something I would never use, so I should probably give it to her, you know, with the butterflies and everything on it. And I don't really carry mirrors with me, but this is something that was given to me to give to my wife, and I think I will give it to her. But it's a cool little compact mirror. Open it up without showing too much of my surroundings, but 2 mirrors on there, very cool, hefty metal. A nice little piece, not something that I would have expected to get at an Omega purchase. So very cool little piece of swag there. So Omega compact mirror. And we're gonna save this for the last unboxing, and then we'll show off the hats. And then this one is pretty interesting as well. I think she gave me this with the, let's see if there's an easy way to open this without ripping it. So this is kind of like a coin purse. Could be used as a wallet. It's not a wallet that I would particularly use. Might be nice on vacations and things like that. But let's see if we can open this. I guess we're just gonna rip the paper. And so pretty cool. It's, like I said, it's like a coin purse. It's like a little wallet. Again, would be great for vacations, things like that. Or you could just slip it into your bag. I think the intention of this was to give it to my wife along with the compact mirror. Nice little kind of beige color. Omega is embossed on the front here. It does have the Omega logo on the zipper pull. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I actually don't know if I've looked at this before, so we're sharing this experience together. Yeah, and nice little accordion pouch here. So looks like it could fit credit cards, cash, things like that, no problem, coins. This is actually really nice. And so, interestingly enough, I mean, I don't know if they just had too many of these or were trying to give it away. I think she gave me 3 of these. And so that's something we might consider. Now, like I said, I've never really ran this channel for monetization or anything like that, but I am at the threshold for monetization. So we might leverage some of the super likes. I don't know what YouTube is using these days for like the first level of monetization, but I think one thing that I can do is run a giveaway. And so we might utilize that feature to give away, because I do have 3 of these and I haven't even used one. And so we may raffle off 2 of them or something like that. So keep watching. Maybe we'll give one away soon. And, you know, keep checking out my videos as they come out. Subscribe so you can be notified if that happens. But this is really cool. Like I said, not something I would put in my pocket. Maybe something I'd put in my day bag if I go to a casino or something. But nice little interior felt here with, you know, this really pretty green color. I don't know if the camera's picking up how nice that color is, but this is a cool piece. Not very practical, but definitely useful. All right, and we'll go ahead and move that to the side. All right, and last unboxing we'll do before I show off the hats is this really cool item here. Now this was kind of, I was taken by surprise with this. I mean, I bought a few watches from the boutique, and so I've got a bit of a history with them, but I went in there and I talked to one of the service people there I've known him for a couple of years. He's a great guy, like one of the nicest guys I've ever met. We always talk watches when I swing by. He always says hi to the family. The boutique is in the mall, so every time we're there, I just kind of swing by and poke my head in and say hello. And then last time I was there, we were just talking. I had no intention of buying anything. I've pretty much bought everything that I wanted to at this point. And he asked my wife if she wanted a cappuccino, and he said, oh, you know what, I have something I think you might like. And he knows I'm into space and Speedmasters and all that. And he broke this out, and this is not something I've seen before, so I don't know if this is a common item or anything like that, but this is the, kind of a gift for a 50th anniversary moon landing Speedmaster from Omega, so nice little gold printing here on a black box. And I was like, oh, this is really cool, and he didn't tell me what it was. Then I opened it, and I had this really cool felt box in here, nice little texture. It's got a embossed Omega logo here in gold. I said, oh, this is pretty neat. And then I opened it up, and it's actually one of those space pens that can like write in any orientation. And so I was pretty thankful for this. I mean, this is really cool here. So you can see it's got Omega Speedmaster printed here. I think this is does it have a cap? Yeah. And so, yeah, it's a small gold pen, but it's one of those pens that you can use to write upside down if you wanted to. It's got a rubber seal here. I don't know if it's supposed to be waterproof there, but it's got no other opening, so I'm guessing that's what it is. But a very cool little piece of history, I guess, like, one of the astronaut pens that they used with the Omega branding for Speedmaster there. So very cool, very appreciative, obviously. Put that back here. Omega Speedmaster. This has definitely become kind of one of the favorite little pieces that I've received, especially because I was not expecting to receive it, but very cool. All right, so let's go ahead and move that out of the way, and we're going to talk hats real quick. So as I had mentioned in my Rolex videos, that's getting a Rolex hat's been one of those things that's eluded me. I've purchased from numerous authorized dealer, never been able to get a Rolex hat, not because they won't give it to me, they just don't have them whenever I'm in there buying a watch. So Omega, I told them, I'm like, yeah, you know what? Rolex never gives me cool stuff, and I want a hat, and said, yeah, you know what? Here's a hat. And she not only gave me one of these, but she gave me two of these because she knows that I have a 5-year-old son, and she said, here's one for you, and here's one for the future Omega owners. So here's a cool little red hat, nice little ball cap. Inside, pretty basic. It's got the Omega tag here. It's pretty cool. It's got this nice little sandwich pattern here with the white and then red on top and the bottom. And then, of course, you have the Omega logo on the back. So pretty basic, but still very cool. Very appreciative to have gotten this. I wear caps all the time, so yeah, this is a cool piece. The white writing with the red hat is, obviously those are the brand colors, but sometimes I'm a little bit scared to wear those these days. People in politics have gotten a little bit crazy, and the last thing I want to do is be judged from a distance for having white writing on a red hat. But honestly, I don't care. I wear it proudly, love it. And then let's go ahead and talk about the Speedmaster hat. And shooting in 4K, you see a lot of the dust on it, which is, I gotta dust this off, but this is really cool. So this is like a New Era cap 950 snapback. And honestly, it looks like they probably just had it, they sourced it from New Era, and they just kind of, very basic. You got the New Era logo here, the Speedmaster logo on the front, Omega here, pretty cool red snapback here. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe they just, sourced the hats and then they just, embroidered them, or, paid to have it embroidered. But no, this is an awesome Speedmaster hat, and it actually had a lot of foresight on it, and I'm going to show you why I love this so much. So as you know, Speedmaster, watch worn on the moon, approved by NASA, amongst many other watch brands, including Rolex, that were declined. And so that's kind of their angle with the Speedmaster. It's a racing watch that was used for the NASA Apollo missions, and that's kind of been its claim to fame. So I'm like, okay, cool, Omega Speedmaster, New Era, red brim, red snapback. And then I turned it around, and this was done very intentionally. I mean, this hat was produced for Omega Speedmaster fans, and I absolutely love this. And so in here, I don't know what material this is, but it feels like it's probably going to be waterproof. But you've got an imprint, an image of the moon in there. And so this is probably one of the favorite gifts with purchase that I've gotten from any of my ADs or boutiques or anything like that. This is a really cool piece. So, you know, New Era logo here, Omega tag, you know, stitched in here. This was definitely done intentionally. A great, you know, kind of collaboration with 950 and New Era. But I absolutely love this hat. And I actually got 2 of these as well. Part of me wants to say, okay, you know, maybe we'll raffle one of these off as well. But right now I have one that I plan on wearing, and then I have one that is in my Speedmaster collection on display. And so, yeah, I don't know if I will raffle one of these off. We'll think about it. Leave a comment if you think I should, and why I should, and why you would be interested in it. Obviously, it's an awesome piece that, you know, I haven't seen too much floating around out there, but, you know, I can be convinced because things sitting on my shelf, this is what happens. They get dusty, and I'd rather somebody who would wear it every day, you know, have it over my shelf. And I do have one to wear as well. But yeah, so cool. It's just, you know, a visualization of the moon on the inside, and then the red and black just make for a really cool cap. So that's it. That is my collection. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, if you have time, go to the comments. Please let me know some of the stuff that you've gotten over the years. I'd love to hear, you know, what kind of swag is out there, especially anything having to do with, you know, NASA and the moon landing and things like that. You know, they've really leaned into that, and I think this hat is a testimony to the fact that they really lean into it when it comes to their gifts with purchase as well. And so as somebody who owns 4 Speedmasters, 3 of which I purchased from this boutique, you know, they know that I'm a fan of this stuff, and, you know, they've been super generous with some of the gifts with purchase. So I hope you like the collection. I hope you like what you've seen. If you have any questions, leave it in the comments. I always get back to comments as soon as I can. And let me know what you've gotten. Thank you so much for watching. Go check out the Rolex video as well. Whether you're into Rolex or not, I'd like to see what you think of some of the swag that they've been, you know, offering. And let me know who you think does it better. Both fantastic watch brands, both, you know, brands with a rich history that I absolutely love. And I hope you enjoyed these videos. Thank you so much. And one thing I almost forgot to show off, so sorry for the abrupt edit in this video, was a Omega umbrella. And so, very cool. Got the Omega logo on the handle. It's actually a really neat umbrella. Got the Omega logo here on the cover. And we have a red umbrella. I'm not gonna take this out since we're just kind of throwing it in here, but I definitely, as I was cleaning up, I remembered that this was there and it was hiding behind my pillow, and I wanted to show it off as well. So Omega umbrella was the last piece here that I had meant to show off, and this is something I've seen Rolex do with umbrellas, things like that as well, but wanted to show this to you as well, and not have to record that whole video again. So again, hope you enjoyed the videos, and have a good one.